Hi, Kristin with Global Fashionistas, and I'm coming to you from Boujis in posh South Kensington. And this week, it's a double whammy. It happens to be London's Jewelry Week and London's Fashion Graduate Week. So I'm really excited to see some wonderful people that are really diving into the jewelry and fashion industry here in London. I'm here with Portia.
Hey.
And so tell me a little bit about how you're connected with this event tonight.
Well, this event, I went to the graduate fashion show today, and then someone just came up to us and was like, oh, come through. But at the moment, it's a really big opportunity because I'm trying to network, because I'm starting a boutique and it's in my name, so it's like PBK, and I'm going to incorporate music with, I just want to incorporate everything into a big structure. I've got a lot of connections at the moment that are going to help me get there. But the moment I'm trying to get a feel for what 2012 is about, because I think there's no direction at the moment in fashion. I think there needs to be influential people in the world to make that impact, to give people direction, because at the moment everyone's a bit lost.
If you were going to go out about London and you were going to go shopping or get some inspiration, what area could we find you?
See, I'm a bit of an underdog in that situation. I'm not too big on brands. I prefer looking at anybody and everybody, you know, like from a grandma to a little girl, you know, seeing a piece of item, looking at the material and making it into something that's like show-stopping, like amazing, you know, because I think that's what fashion is about. Fashion is about making an impact, expressing yourself, you know, and I think the more you can do that and the more you can, because everything is not original now, everything's rejuvenated, so the more you rejuvenate to an original extent, if you incorporate other things like government, everything that's going on in the world right now, incorporate that into a way to express yourself, because if you respect yourself, then people respect you, right? So that's why I'm so like excited for the big things to come this year, you know?
Good!
Ah, yeah.
So what's one bit of information or advice that you can give to people who want to go into your industry?
One bit of advice: don't follow. Don't look at other people, look in your heart, look in your soul, you know, and think, who am I? And then look around you. Don't just look at clothes, don't just look at brands, don't look at what other people are telling you to wear. Look at the world, look at the sky, look at everything around you and think, I want to be a part of this. The stars, everything. And put that into your body, into your expression, into your face, and I think that in itself is a beautiful way of expressing yourself. And with that, you can make an impact. And that's what the new leaders of this 2012 movement is going to be like, you know?
That's great. Wow. So you're really ground floor. Like, I'm really excited to get this interview with you because you're really up and coming. You know what's happening. You know what's up. And you're really there.
I think you need to be a dreamer, but you need to be grounded. You need to trust yourself and know yourself and know what you want, and always be open to other people's ideas, but at the same time incorporate that into one vision to rise you, to be able to influence and motivate and positively extend others, you know? And fashion and music and the youth are the best way of doing that right now.
Cool.
And it's exciting.
That's great. So if people want to follow you and they want to like keep in touch with you or in some way work with you in the future, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
At the moment, I've got a website that's getting designed at the moment, so I can't tell you much about that, but I have a Facebook, as everybody else.
Yeah.
So
what's your Facebook?
It's Portia Vincent-Kirby, so it's quite a long-winded name.
And you said that you're going to be having a booth coming up soon.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
A boutique.
A boutique, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm going into like the blueprint designs of it at the moment, because I want to make it, I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but I want to make it an experience. I want people to go in and they go into like one world into another, and they're like, wow, like this is extraterrestrial, this is like Jupiter, Venus, you know? And I think the way gender incorporation is going at the moment, female energy is so important right now. And you can tell that with the way genders are mixing, you know? So I want it to be that everybody's at one, everyone's equal, and you can express yourself in the most elaborate, passionate ways possible, you know? And by making this boutique, it's going to create that for those people.
Great.
And I don't know, I just want to make people feel instead of thinking all the time, you know? And feeling is through seeing.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're really excited to have this interview with you. Really excited. And so
I'm
thank
excited
you so much
to
for your
meet
time.
you. No worries,
Yeah,
anytime.
great. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you both.
And I'm here with Murray, who's the event creator. Now, this is a really big deal. Are you really excited about tonight?
This is like a combination of almost like 15 years of events, organisation and activity. Really excited, really proud to be the London Jewelry Week party. to incorporate our event. That's a real moment for us. This is all about fashion networking, creating networks, particularly for people in London who want to meet other stylists or photographers or designers, people in fashion retail. It's just a really amazing platform. So I've been really excited about this event. We've been supported by brands like Ade Adeleye, who are gifting some of our guests with tailor-made jewellery. And I'm really excited about all our forthcoming events. We've got an event coming up with an amazing brand worn by Jessie J and Rihanna called Boy London, who are really, really hot at the moment. I'm really excited about working with them, and this is so great. It's cool.
Good. Well, I'm really excited for you, Murray, because I know you personally as a friend, and I know that you're a great guy, full of integrity, and full of energy, and just a really great business person.
Thank you.
And so this is really a great opportunity, because I know when I visited the Jewelry Week, London Jewelry Week fashion website, it had your information on there about this event.
Yes, yeah, that was a real big deal because, you know, I think in today's events world, you have to go to the next level. You have to do something special, be around and involved with the right people. Otherwise, you're not really taking it to the next level. And after like a good period of negotiation and meeting me and actually understanding where I was coming from, the concept, they were more than happy to make it an official event. Not just list it, but make it an official event as well. So it was astounding. After like almost 15 years in the industry, it's been really exciting period.
Good. And now, on a personal note, I know that you are always very fashionable. You're very stylish.
Thank you.
You know what's up, you know?
Cool.
So, what's one tidbit of advice that you could give to our viewers, maybe if they're coming to a place like Boujis out here in South Kensington, that they could dress to impress in order to come into this place?
Well, my advice for anyone coming to London or any big city I visit, whether Paris or Stockholm, dress up, look good and cool and distinctive, because clubs are always looking for cool, interesting people. They're always in demand. It always makes sure you get to the front of the queue. It makes sure it gets you into the club. It makes you stand out. You know, it's about expressing yourself, and that's what to me is the whole nightlife experience. It's about dressing up and expressing yourself. And you know, well, like I said, wherever I've gone in the world, it's always stood me in good stead.
Now, Bouji is one of those places that's pretty hard to get into.
Yeah.
So if people want to maybe try to get on your VIP guest list, what's one good way that they can contact you to find out more information about your events?
A good way is recommendation through someone that knows. So if they know someone who knows me or has contacts with me, I would suggest to do that. Or even just come onto our website and register as a member. See what we're about, check out our blogs, check out our website, and then get on the roster. Because really what we'll do, we're open to everyone as long as you're willing to express yourself and dress up. But you have to do it if you want to come in. If you want to come in, you have to do that. We will send you an invitation, but if you're not making the effort, then we can't help you. So whether you're a millionaire or whether you're a fashion student just breaking by, you have to make that effort, please. Thank you.
Okay. And I have one more quick question.
Sure.
So Global Fashionistas is all about, you know, stepping up to the plate and really putting forth your business and having that business mindset and, you know, figuring out your life. What's one little tidbit of information that you could give to your viewers that you feel that they could express themselves in their business?
In their business. Make it, a business is an extension of who you are. So find something you're truly passionate about and find how you make things distinctive. The areas where you feel that there's a gap and that you can add something personally that's different to what other people are doing. My background, I had a background in fashion and in music, so I reincorporated that back into my nightlife, in my nightlife business, to take it to the next level. Like, what was missing? Like, there's so many people who are fashion bloggers, who are pundits, and I thought, but they still don't have a place to gather together and meet. So that's my expression. You find what your personal passion is, find what your personal angle what you feel is missing, and go for it.
Okay. Wow, that was great. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Murray. Really appreciate it, and thank you so much for tonight. I wish you the best of luck and all the success.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. And we are here with Muriel. And so how are you associated with tonight's events?
Well, I found it out through a friend who went to London Graduate Fashion Week. I worked there Monday, but they were giving out tickets Tuesday, so my friend invited me. And it was great. I'm really happy to be here, actually. I went to London Graduate Fashion Week obviously because I graduated this year and I had to work at the stand of my university, which is Derby University up north. And I'm really, really excited just to get thrown into the real world. It's been good to be a student, but now it's down to business.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I just did a collection. It's called Fetish Army, and it is the recyclable unrecyclables, basically, made out of car tires, latex, liquid latex actually, silicone, unconventional materials, trying to make them a bit more glamorous. And I'd like to be a stylist actually, not a designer. But I did it just to prove to myself that I was able to make clothes from scratch in an unconventional way. And the photo shoot came out really, really well. The catwalk was exciting, it was good because of the accessories, but the photo shoot captured actually the essence and the materials and all the textures of the clothing. So that was really good. And my friend, the photographer, she did an amazing job. I had an unconventional model. He was a cross-dresser for a women's wear collection, so it was kind of androgynous, fetish, army, and a bit out there. And I'm really pleased with it. Now I'm job hunting, so we'll see how that goes. I'd like to stay in England. Hopefully that it'll be a nice place to stay and work in. But I do want to go back to New York and try New York. Definitely I want to travel with my job because I love to travel. I've been traveling my whole life. I was living all over the place, so it's very exciting.
Now, you did actually say you were born in Germany.
Germany, Munich.
Uh-huh.
My father is French-Moroccan, my mom's Italian-American, and I was raised in New York, Paris, and Turin.
That's great.
Yeah.
So do you feel that a lot of your inspirations come from your travels, or where do you find most of your inspiration?
It's actually really weird, the process it goes through. It just happened casually. I'd like to work make my life a bit more difficult, I'd like to say, and just work with very unconventional items. And I found my inspiration for my collection in DIY shops. I used to just walk in and see what I could make out of something that was not fashionable at all.
Okay.
And it worked really well for me. I was really pleased with it. But definitely, I think that my traveling and my living all over the world kind of broadened my vision of a lot of things, especially fashion. My family has been very creative. My father used to be in the fashion business. My mom's a makeup artist and hairstylist in New York and did a lot of fashion weeks and photo shoots for magazines. So that also helped me, just kind of push me into that direction, and then I eventually developed it by myself.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, you were saying that you want to go from being more a fashion designer to a stylist.
Yes.
What is the difference, and where do you see yourself going with that?
Well, the difference is that obviously designing, you actually make the clothes and you kind of tell people what to do and how to make the garment that you envisioned. I like doing that, but I don't like sewing that much, so I don't enjoy myself doing it. But definitely styling is something it's just more fun. It feels like you're actually playing with clothes. Even though they're already made products, it's still a lot of fun, and you kind of create the mood, obviously working towards a magazine or a theme that the people want. You still create your own kind of style, you throw it in. Like, I'm obviously a very dark person, very gothic, grunge, chic always. I like to try to keep it chic. But you have to kind of follow an etiquette and follow what they want, but still.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if someone wanted to look into the line that you just created and or find you or work with you in the future or anything like that, how would they be able to contact you or follow you or you know?
I have an online portfolio,
Okay.
and it's www.muralatias.carbonmade.com.
Okay.
And all my work is showcased on there from 3 years of university, and hopefully I'll be working this summer maybe as a personal shopper or trying to create my own kind of website or something just for the styling business. So hopefully that'll work.
So what's one tidbit of advice that you can give to people who maybe want to go through your shoes or something similar, whether it be fashion designing or stylist or something like that? You know, how was that path for you, and what advice could you give to people going down that?
Definitely know what you want.
Okay.
Be very clear on your ideas and your themes and whatever it is that you have your mindset on. I truly believe that if you have a good gut instinct, then go for it, because that's what happened to me. I had a lot of problems with my collection, but at the end I pulled through and people were absolutely amazed by it. Just be yourself and have fun and play with it, and don't be afraid. Definitely don't be afraid to take a chance and take a big leap of faith.
Your name is?
Alice.
Alice.
And so we met at Fashion Week last year because I was working in the pits, photographing for a student-run magazine, and I actually bumped into Muriel and said, hey, can I take a photo of you for street fashion? And we ended up just exchanging numbers, and then we've ended up working together because I took the photos for her final collection and at Maddox, the club in London. And so since then we've just kind of kept contact, and we work really, really well together. So it's just one of those things that sort of clicked, and we just decided to sort of bond together to work on things. And it's always, I feel like it's sort of good to have a connection of both a photographer and a stylist. And on top of that, I'm really interested in fashion too. It's not my degree, but I'm a historian, so I seem to do everything that I do focus on some form of fashion in the past. And so I'd also kind of like the idea of being a stylist or something like that, and just working in the industry some point because it's so interesting to me.
Kristin McCoy with Global Fashionistas, and we are here with Ade. And Ade, what is your role in tonight's event?
Well, I'm just helping Murray with the overall style advising, just style advising the whole situation, because I have a brand called Ade, which means Le Revolution London, and we've just pretty much been in and out of the whole like press at the moment, so we kind of built a name for ourselves. We've been featured on Vogue, Times newspaper, and quite a few other outlets. So at the moment, we're just style advising a few events now and then.
Great. And what do you look forward to tonight? Is there certain people that you want to meet or certain situations that you want to encounter?
I'm just looking forward to the whole vibe of it, really. It's just London and just West London. Just like I went to sixth form not too far from here, so it's always good to have an event like this in like a home place to me. So it's just always great things to show face and just meet all the new beautiful people, such as yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. And so if people want to find out more information about you and what you do, how would they be able to contact you?
The best way is pretty much Le Revolution London, but Revolution started with a C instead of a T, and that, just Google that, or just go on lerevolutionlondon.tumblr.com, or just Google LALDN. And then also I'm a musician as well, so if you pretty much just Google ADE or Glamour Gods or Hangover Club, you can find my band stuff as well. But yeah, man, we're really about, we've got the menswear this weekend, so we're going to be showing face there, and we're going to be representing for like KTZ and Boy London and a few other brands that we work with. So we're just really just around really, and just like trying to get London up there, because we've been to New York and Paris and we kind of got the vibe going there, and we just want to bring it back to the home place, London.
Okay, so are you more incorporated with Jewelry Fashion Week or Fashion Graduate Week? Like,
I'm more incorporated with fashion overall, so Fashion Graduate will probably be more I'm incorporated with it, but obviously I do have a lot of friends who design jewelry as well, so I do dibble and dabble. Let's just see, like for instance, all the rings designed by myself, that's the Hangover Club ring and so forth, but I'm more of a menswear and women's wear, I'm more of a clothing fashion, but I'm involved in everything. I put my hands in and out, basically.
Okay, so if you had the day off one day and you were going around London just kind of exploring, looking at fashion and style, what's one area that you would probably be found shopping in?
In London?
Yeah.
One area that I would be shopping in is probably maybe Knightsbridge, just for a few items. Like, I'm a big fan of Balmain, so I just go and see what's going on really. But to be honest, where I'd go to see it, to be inspired, is probably East London, probably like Dalston or somewhere, because that's where people come up with their own original flavour. And I reckon that it's always good to see what the real trendsetters are saying, because it's always good, even though the high fashion life's good, but it's always good to like go back to the root of it, where the real fashion comes from in the city.
And Global Fashionistas is all about empowering people to really fulfill their dreams, whether it be in fashion or business. So what's one bit of advice that you could give people out there who are maybe trying to get into the fashion business or start their own business?
Well, I would say, especially in the fashion world, never conform, because that's one of the things that we stand for. We just don't conform to like the social norm. So if you think something's good, no matter whatever anyone tells you, if you want to really bring it to the fashion world, you need to believe in your product, because if you don't believe in it, how can you expect anyone else to? So just never conform, really. That's all I have to say, to be honest.
That's great. That's great advice. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Fine.
Awesome.
Go.
Thank you. Who is your favorite designer?
I got so many favorite designers, but where I got really excited, where I got like inspiration from, two most, and one is Giorgio Armani and one is Tom Ford, which is actually my favorite. And yeah, even when I've done the exam this year, and yeah, I got inspired from like Tom Ford, this kind of stuff, and I've done like a shooting which was a metamorphosis like between a good man and bad man, all of this like kind of like normal English or like average English working man, you know, come back to work, quite tired of life, and then like he drink poison, something like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He turn up in something really crazy, and yeah, I was actually really excited about this project, and I did like 8 outfits in half an hour, something like that. It was like really crazy. I got so stressed about it, but at the end I've done it, so I'm really proud of me.
So if people want to find you or follow you or keep in touch with you,
yeah,
how
sure.
can they do that?
You can go on Facebook and type it up, Fabio Merke. Or in Twitter as well, I've got Twitter, Fabio Merke, and I'm working now on my new blog, which is, I'm not sure about, so probably like next week it's gonna be online, I don't know yet the name, so you know, quite the name I think is the most difficult thing to find for a blog. I think. So I've got some ideas, but definitely go online soon. I'm quite busy at the moment, but definitely gonna be online soon. Which is not just like fashion blog, which is you see so many fashion blogs, right? So no one actually tell you what you shouldn't wear. Everyone say, okay, this is cool, this is the trend. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But what I wanna do is what you shouldn't wear at all.
Okay.
Like, you know, sometimes you realize, all right, you can't wear, I don't know, orange trousers to go to church, for example. No, like take a picture and then, okay, this is something you don't have to wear, please.
Okay.
You know, make fun about it and get people excited, and hopefully, you know, go at events. You know, I know so many of my friends actually doing a blog. It's quite interesting how like it's becoming something like more than journalists. It's becoming like something really important. Like you've got some example like Brian Boy, or I don't know, Chiara Ferragni from Italy as well, or the little young girl from America, which is like just 15 or 14, something like that, but she started at 12, and she's like in every single event and catwalk, so it's everywhere. So yeah, this actually show you how it's important right now if you want to work in the industry. Have your own blog, you know. Let the people know about you, about what you wanna, you know, share with them, and you know what's interesting for you and everything.
Kristin McCoy with Global Fashionistas, and we are here with Neil Ward, top dating coach. And Neil, let me ask you a quick question. At an event like this tonight, what would you recommend guys who are wanting to go out on a date and or meet a date wear to an event like this?
What to wear? So going on a date, I wouldn't recommend coming to Boujis. It's more of a club. But if you're going to come on a date and you're going to come to a sort of high-end place like this, because this is like a posh area, this is South Kensington, really beautiful place, then you want to be dressing your best. You want to be in like, you know, your absolute best clothing, tailored clothing, you know, really high-end clothing, your best outfits for a date here. Because, you know, if you meet women here, they're usually very successful, you know, wealthy women usually. And if you're going to go on a date with a woman like that, you want to be looking your absolute best and bringing your A game to the table.
Would you recommend any don'ts for a guy coming to an event like this? What not to wear?
Yeah, I mean, don't wear anything like trainers. I know it's supposed to be cool. A lot of people think it's cool to wear trainers. Don't wear any trainers. You know, really wear some nice shoes, something classic, something nice and smart. Don't wear any sportswear. You just want to be wearing smart wear, really. You know, really smart casual. Maybe a jacket. This is London. We like to wear smart fitted jackets, tailored shirts, trousers. That's what I go for.
Neil, would you mind sharing one tidbit of really, really, really good advice, because you are the top dating coach, for a guy who's going to be going to an event like this tonight to be able to find the woman of his dreams?
No.
No?
I can't give that, no.
So in other words, if a guy wants to find out that top secret information, they should visit your website, which is what?
Hey, it's topdatingcoach.com. But here's what I will say. If you want to find like the most amazing women, I wouldn't come to a nightclub. You want to meet her somewhere elsewhere, you know, for a business networking event, something similar to what you enjoy doing. But I wouldn't necessarily, if you come into this high-end place, I wouldn't recommend coming here to meet a woman. It's not the right place.
Got it.
All right.
Got it. Okay, cool. Well, that's really, really good information, actually, and hopefully all our viewers will actually take that information and apply it. Because I think what happens is a lot of times people feel that, hey, I'm going to go to a club, I'm going to meet a hot chick and get a date. But what you're saying is not always, huh?
No, it's not the best place at all.
Okay, great.
All right.
Well, hey, listen, I really appreciate the time that you've taken, and you know, you always look great. I've seen tons and tons of photos and videos of him, and he always looks great. So thank you so much for sharing your advice. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have fun at the event tonight.
Thank you. Bye.
And I am here with the world famous champion of magic, Jason Latimer. Now, you're in LA with me, but we're both here in London. How did that work?
Magic.
Magic.
Magic that it worked out.
I was like, I'm a Jason Latimer. Boom.
Boom. That's a little puff of smoke and I'm there.
He's here. So now, you're doing stage shows all the time.
Yes.
How do you pick out what you're going to wear? Because this guy's the best dressed guy I've ever seen on stage. How does that happen?
Well, you know, it takes a little bit of magic, a little bit of imagination, but, you know, I always want to try something a little different every single time. So I'm looking at magazines, looking at events like this, checking everything out, seeing if what's new, what's cool, what's going to be the next scene. So.
That's great. Now, I know that you do have your own kind of personal Jason Latimer, aka Latimer style. So how did that come about? Is that something you created? Did it happen over time?
Well, the real goal was to kind of try to create something new by unifying all the sciences to offer something completely different. And the color schemes and styles all came from the modern magic of working with lasers. So we started getting lime green stuff, and that's pretty much how that all started. And yeah, it's just kind of evolved from modern, new, and what we're working with.